Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jyoti Prakash and let's get into the video. So first let's look into Bank Nifty weekly candle chart, and after that we're going to look into 1 day candle and 15-minute candle for taking any trade. Why we are looking in one weekly candle chart? The reason is that today market closes around 42,440, and today is Friday also, and we can count it as an weeks completed. So if a week completes, then we should analyze the on weekly candle, because we will going to get idea of a larger trend. For that, we are looking into a weekly candle on every Friday closings, and after that, we will going to look into 1 day candle chart. In weekly candle chart, Bank Nifty looks positive to me, but it is not looks like a great movement here, because if it is really the trades around all-time high, it should make this kind of candles, like this kind of candles, 1,000, 2,000 points of movement, but it did not make these strong candles. And for that reason, my expectation would not be much high if it's goes up by that moment. And it may happen that if it opens the gap up and continuously goes up for 2,000 point, 1,000 point for another 1 week, and that will be count as good movement. But for now, it looks positive to me, but not that much. I'm not that much interested in buying Bank Nifty. But if it wants a gap down and if it closes below in 41,200, then we can, sorry, 42,200 or 42,100, then you can expect some good selling pressure here for 1 or 2 weeks. After that, if it breaks that higher level, then we'll going to took any buying trade. And now let's look into in 1 day candle chart. In 1 day candle chart, Bank Nifty looks sideways to me, because if it opens flat or opens gap down, and if it goes down, then it may shows negative movement here. But if it opens a gap up and it trades around 42,600 level, then it may show some sideways movement for Monday. But for that, we need to wait for 15 to 20 minutes for any trend confirmation. If it opens gap down and if it closes below 42,400 or 42,300, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and you can set our target to 42,200 first. Next target will be 42,072, round level 42,000. Okay, now let's look into 15-minute candle, where we're going to take trade if its market opens flat, opens gap down, or opens gap up. In 15-minute candle, you can see that Bank Nifty runs around the one trend line, and if it closes below that trend line, and then you can expect some selling pressure here. But if tomorrow, sorry, if Monday if it opens flat or opens gap down, and if it closes below 14,400, they can expect some selling pressure here. And our first target will be 42,232, round level 42,000. But it may happen that it opens gap down below 42,000 or around 42,100, and if it shows any negative movement there also, then you can take trade for selling, and our target will be round level 42,000 to 42,100. And if it opens a gap down, it may happen that in Monday it opens a gap up, and if it closes above 42,600 by opening gap up and shows any strong movement there, then you can expect some buying pressure here. And our target will be, as I said yesterday also, 42,800 to 42,900. But it is not likely going to do that, because we can see that for almost 2 to 3 days it opens a gap up and shows negative movement there. So we are going to wait for any negative movement. If it shows any negative movement on Monday, then we'll going to definitely take trade for selling, and our target will be 42,000 to 42,000, 41,900. Okay, and that's it for Bank Nifty. Now let's look into Nifty weekly candle set. After that, we'll going to look into 1 day candle and 15-minute candle in Nifty. Okay. In weekly candle chart, you can clearly see that Nifty shows negative movement here around that higher level. And if Monday it market opens flat or opens gap down, and if it closes below 18,200, then you can expect some selling pressure here. And our target will be for that week to 18,000 round level. But it may happen that it opens gap up and sustains above 18,450. Then it may show some positive movement here, and we can set our next target to 18,600 to 18,700. And as my suggestion would be for this week, please wait for on 1 or 2 days to any trend confirmation. After that, we can take trade for buying or selling. Okay. Now let's look into 1 day candle chart. In one day candle chart, you can see that it opens a gap up tomorrow, or no, sorry, today, and after that it shows negative movement until around level 18,200, and now it trades around 18,300. So if Monday market closes below 18,300 by opening gap up or opening gap down or opening flat, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and we can set our target to 18,200 to 18,150. But if it opens gap up and if it closes above round level 18,000, then we'll going to wait for 15 to 20 minutes for any trend confirmation. After that, we can take trade for buying or selling. Now let's look into 15-minute candle where we're going to take trade Monday. Here you can see that one trend line also running here on the higher side, and steep trend line also running here. So it takes support from that trend line. And what we're going to do if it opens flat or opens a gap down. So if it opens flat and shows any negative movement, and if it closes below 18,200 or round level 18,300, then we can expect some selling pressure as I said on one day candle chart, and our target will be 18,200 to round level 18,150. But it may happen that it opens a gap up, and if it opens a gap up and closes above 18,400 and 18,440, then you can expect some buying pressure here, and our fast target will be 18,500 to 18,600. And it is another thing can happen that if it opens a gap down below 18,200 or around 18,150. So if it opens gap down and shows any negative movement there, then we will going to take trade for selling, and our stop loss will be high of that candle, and we can set our target to 18,100 first. Next target will be 18,050 to round level 18,000. Okay, and that's it for today, guys, for Bank Nifty and Nifty. Now let's look into Bank Nifty components. And this is our first component, and you can see that in HDFC Bank it shows negative movement today, and it opens gap up and continuously goes down until 1605. If Monday market opens flat or opens a gap down, and if it closes below 1610, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and our first target will be round level 1605. Next target will be 1600. But it may happen that it opens a gap up. So if it opens a gap up and if it closes above it 1624, then you can expect some buying pressure. Otherwise, you will going to avoid taking any buying trade. Okay. Now let's look into ICICI Bank. Here you can see that in ICICI Bank it trades around that higher level, which is 920. So if market opens Monday a gap up, and if it closes above 920 or 925, then you can expect some buying pressure here, and our small target will be 928 first. Next target we can set to 933, and our ultimate target will be 940. If it closes above 925, then you can set our target to 940. And now let's look into SBI Bank. Here you can see that SBI Bank trades above 600 round level, and it trades around that zone. So if Monday markets opens gap up, and if it shows any negative scenario, then we can expect some selling pressure here, and we can set our target to 596 to 594. But if it opens flat and if it closes above 602 or 603, then you can expect some buying pressure here, and our first target will be round level 605. Next target we can set to 608. And for negative, it needs to closes below round level 600. Then after that, we'll going to take trade for selling, and target will be 595 to 592. Now let's look into Kotak Bank. Here you can see that in Kotak Bank, it opens flat today and continuously goes up until 2000, and from there it is goes down for almost 40 points, and now it trades around 1960. So it looks negative to me as of now, because it closes above that range, but it did not sustain there. That means new sellers are added there. So if tomorrow market opens flat or opens gap down, and if it closes below 1950 or 1955, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and we can set our target to 1945. Next target will be 1933. For any buying, it needs to close above 1970. After that, we will going to think about any buying. Okay. Now let's look into Axis Bank. Here you can see that Axis Bank trades around that higher zone for almost 5 to 6 days, and if Monday market closes above 860 or 865, then you can expect some buying pressure here, and our target will be 875. But if it closes below 855, then you can expect some selling pressure here also, and we can set our target to 851 first. Next target will be 845 to 840. Now let's look into our last bank, which is IndusInd Bank. Here you can see that IndusInd Bank today market opens gap up and it closes below 1140 and now it trades around 1122. So if Monday markets opens flat or opens gap down and if it closes below 1125 or 1120, then you can expect some selling pressure here and we can set our target to 1100 round level. But if it opens gap down around 1120 or 1110 and shows any positive movement there, then we can wait for another 1 or 2 days for any trend confirmation. But if it shows any negative scenario by opening flat or open gap down, then you will going to definitely take trade for selling. And that's it for today, guys. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel and share it. Bye bye everyone.